I know that this time have come, and the fight and struggle that we've been going through is now has come to an end. Yeah, that journey what we was going through is now it's there. So let's get into it. Peter. Not by might, no. Oh, sorry for being late today. I had certain things I had to do. Help a friend. Yeah, well, you still have to do things that you have to help somebody. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. Not by might, nor by I said the program. This is the message that you're listening to. The message that the Lord God has given unto me, given the signet. Yeah, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. That's found in Zechariah.4, verse 6. But also, you have to go to the Malachi. That's where I'm supposed to be going now. Malachi. The Lord God told us, I want to sing Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and should turn the hearts of the children back to the fathers. The fathers' heart back to the children. What? Least I come and strike the earth with a curse. So who are the fathers? That's found in Malachi.4, verses 1. Verses 5 and 6. I suggest read verses 4, 5 and 6. Who are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, Nash, and Joseph, and Benjamin. Also, that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Enoch, Noah, Shem, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Moses. So there were a lot of fathers. Those are the ancients. Those are our ancestors who the Lord God told us to listen to. Yeah, listen to my, obey my voice. Go to them prophets and obey his voice. But we won't do that. And then this one here, you see that, man, I just had to remember this too. You see, well, let's go there first. And I'm going to read it to you because I told you I didn't know. Behold, I will send my messenger, he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his temple. Even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in, behold, he shall come, say the Lord of hosts. So what is the covenant? The Sabbath is a perpetual covenant day that the most gracious Father rest. And then he gave us the Sabbath day. That's in Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. And of course, you know, I had two dreams for you, but one of the dreams, I have an old dream for you. Oh, man, wait a minute. I'm looking for it. Well, I have to wait a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm right back. I told y'all. Gotta go get some right my face. We're in New Orleans, it's hot down here. I'm talking about hot. And also they had the storm coming through. That storm coming to New Orleans. You might not think it's coming. It's coming here. Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. So let me get back. So those are our fathers. So the covenant, know the covenant. If you don't know what the covenant is, you don't have no excuse right now to know it. To not know what the covenant is, so you have to go to the book of Jubilees. Read the book of Jubilees, chapter 2. And if you don't know if you are Israel or not, go read Jubilees, chapter 1 and learn of the prophecy. And know who you are, man. Stop with all that foolishness, man. Learn who you are. You're God's chosen people. I am on television with George Floyd now. Yeah. But the Lord God said, Lord God, give us 7 days to mourn, but after those 7 days, the Lord God wants you to get back into what you're supposed to be. If you don't understand that, go to Apocrypha and read Ecclesiasticus and find out the Lord God give you 7 days to mourn, but after those 7 days, he wants you to get back into the Bible, get back keeping his word, keeping his will. Okay, well, I'm going to give to like God is not pleased with that, with them people are doing out there with all that marching and all that foolishness. God didn't tell you to do that, and that's why I'm going. I'm going to take you there first. Oh, I forgot the dreams. All right, well, I'm going to go there after I read the dream. They had this one man I was trying to save. Everything had grown up around him. There was plants, 7-day Adventist plants. I had to go push him up out of this hole, and out of this hole of the pit, I pushed him up, and he escaped. Then I woke up. So man, I must have had 3 or 4 hours about just on this one thing. And Lord God was just telling me about the 7-day Adventist. You know, this one, especially this one 7-day Adventist. And so on both sides, they had these, can't say plant vines, and it was flourishing on both sides, and in the middle was him. And I was there with him along myself. And so, yeah, they were growing up. I mean, they was high. It was bushy and high. Yeah. And like I said, all around was the 7-day Adventist. But they had this one man, and the Lord God had been trying to save this one person out the 7-day Adventist. And so I was trying to save him, and finally got to a spot, and the spot was a hole, and the hole was up above our heads. So I just took him, put him on, just raised him up. He crawled out the pit. And then I guess I came up behind him. And so that was what I did that all night. I fought with that all night till this morning. Yeah. So that's why I say, that's something else. The dreams that I told you, man, all them dreams gonna come to pass. I tell you, all them dreams I had. Yep. I told you about the congregation. This is another one. I was in the congregation, had this man fixing a light fixed above everyone. The rest of them, I read that one to you. I didn't read all of them to you, just about. Yes, about. You know which one you want me to read? All of them. After the earthquake, I was walking and saw these buildings. After the earthquake, they had an earthquake. I walked and saw these buildings. All was cinder block, about 3 or 4 feet high. There was the foundation of it was about 3 or 4 feet high. There was no cars. I seen no bikes. There was talking with me, the young men. I see no women. I was talking to these small boys was talking about where they live. I did see a young woman at first came into the dream. I was talking to them. I was talking. One said one said where he lived, and his name was John Davis. And I said I had a cousin named John Davis, and he pointed where he lived at. And we was talking. He came very young boy, no higher than 4 feet, very muscular, put up his hand like he wanted to fight. One of the older boys told him, get away from here with that stuff. And we just kept talking. The houses was very large spaces, wide open between each set of houses or buildings. They had areas from the section of the building, and the other behind the building also was open squares. And then, yeah, so it was after the earthquake. Lord showed me the future after the earthquake. And it's real young boys, and they had like apartment complexes that they had built. Tall, large, and the foundation of them was 3 or 4 feet high. Just the foundation of these lords, and there was space between them and the wide open area. Some people, those who know the Desire Project, how they courtyard was, boy, it was some beautiful Florida and Desire Project, especially Desire. It was spacious, a whole lot of land, very spacious. Yeah, but they have come to us. Always trying to do something to keep us not coming together. Just like you're doing all that marching and stuff, that's not the law of God. God is angry with that. Yeah, he's very angry with that. Because he didn't tell you to get out there and do all that. Oh, he did. So let's go there. He did tell me, he gave me Malachi. Now, he was talking about the pastor and the preacher, how he had cursed him. See, I cursed you already. There it is. Malachi chapter 2, verse. Malachi, I read this to you before. 2nd chapter of Malachi. And now, O priests, this commandment is for you. If you will not hear and if you will not lay it to heart to give glory unto my name, say the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you. And I will curse your blessing. Yea, I have cursed them already because you do not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed and spread peace. I gave them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me and was afraid before my name. Now, so when you go to what's in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips, he walked with me in peace and equity. He did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they shall seek the Lord at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. But you are departed out of the way. You have caused many to stumble at the Lord. Yea, you have corrupted the covenant of Levi, says the Lord of hosts. And then, yeah, because, man, when I got to that Christianity thing, the first thing they tell you about, God done away with the Sabbath day. God done away with the covenant day. But that's a lie. Everything is about the covenant day. Come on, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Therefore, I have also made you contemptible, based before all the people, according to as you have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law. And that's 10 Commandments, the law, all of it. Yeah. Have we not all one Father? Have not one God created us? Why do you deal treacherously every man against his brother by profaning the covenant of our fathers? And that's what they did, holy covenant. Yeah, and that's why you go to church and you're out here with all this marching and foolishness. You call yourself Christians or whatever you want to call yourself. And going through all that, all right? You're going through all that, man. And you're sickly, killing the people. All the things that you're doing. Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother? By profaning the covenant of your fathers. So where's the covenant of your fathers? And that's why these things are going on. You get back to binds and forever covenant, man. It's like I had to do. Everything in your life is going to change. You start keeping those statutes he said in Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, those statutes he said in Deuteronomy 28. Let me keep those things. Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, man, I got to turn this off. But I don't turn this off just like they just did. They know when I come on, know when I go off, know everything about me, which is fine with me. Can't do me nothing. Can't. Not until the law of God permit. Yeah. So by profaning the covenant of our father, Judah had dealt treacherously, and abomination committed in Israel and Jerusalem. But Judah had profaned the holiness of the Lord. So not only that, have Judah done my prayers of my father Jacob, then now been childless. Then he said, that's where we come from. Yeah, that's where we come from. We come from Judah. You know? So yeah, he said, you wouldn't have had no children, it wouldn't be there. And then he's telling how he had married this woman for the monies. He married, and that's what you're doing right now. You're doing all this behind money and fame and all that foolishness. It's foolishness. You don't see it's foolishness. Because it's going to veil you nothing. It's not going to veil anything up unto you. Watch. The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar. And that's the master and the scholar, because like I told you, when this thing happened, what they're going to call for everybody with alphabets, go look at the CBS Morning News or anyone in the news and see how they call for the people that got these numbers, these letters behind their name or letters before their name. psychologists and all those type of people. For what? Because they're sin too. They just as, well, I'm finished reading. Out of the tabernacle of Jacob, he had offered unto the Lord of hosts. And this you have done again, covering the altar of the Lord with tears and with weeping and with crying out, insomuch you guard not your offering or receive it with good will at your hand. That's, I did that also. I did that. Call altar call. Go to the altar call and that's not right. The altar call stuff, that's not right. That's not what the Lord called. Some man made, some man came thought up. Now, when you go to the altar, and they have it so they go throw the money on the altar. And why you throw money on the altar? Plant the seed so money can come back to them. More money can come back unto them, man. All that's foolishness. Yeah. All that's foolishness. But don't worry about it. Don't worry. Like I said, everything is at the end now. You're looking at the closing of the day. Oh, yeah. That's what you're looking at. So, I seen them weeping and crying on the altar call, and you go up there with all that hollering, and got this man come on every I think it's every Saturday night. I think he comes on Saturday night, and everybody get up on their altar before that altar, and they come out of Gonzales or somewhere, and they stand up there while he preaching like that's of God. Man, that's not of God. That's of the devil. And when you go read in this book right here, the Apocalypse of Abraham, when you go read that, that's what that demon wants you to do, to get you to agree with him. And once he got you to agree with him, saying praise the Lord and amen and all those things, agreeing with him, he got you. He got you. Yeah, he got you. Yeah. I heard a woman say that there's no power in the name of Jesus. Yeah, that's what she said. She said that years ago. Maybe she had changed for that. But one day, and I hope that one day that you're gonna call on the name of Jesus. Watch, God's gonna put it in a way where you're gonna have to call on somebody. Yeah, I heard a man call himself an atheist, and soon as something happened, first thing he said, "Lord, have mercy." Yeah, so you don't have to call on Jesus, but you will. You will. You don't think no power in the name of Jesus. Just keep watching. Keep watching and waiting. Keep watching. It's coming. Yeah, there's wonderful works of power. There ain't no power, no name of power. Yeah. But there is. There is. Nothing like the name of Jesus. Nothing like it. Yeah. All right. Malachi chapter 2, verse 14. And you say, wherefore, because the Lord hath been a witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt. For the Lord, the God of Israel, said he hated putting away. For one covered violence with his garment, said the Lord of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit, that you deal not treacherously. Ye have word the Lord with your words. Yet you say, where we have worded him? When you say, everyone that doeth evil is good in the sight of the Lord. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even that boy got up there on there after his brother was killed. And went there and hugged that woman. After all the evil that she done. Yeah. He thought that was good. He delighted in him. Where is the God of judgment? After the police go out there, they're going to call for the National Guard. Then after the National Guard, they're going to call for the Army. And what y'all don't understand is this, that them people, this is the Army. These overnight, these people those makeshift barracks and things, they was going through a preparation. They were just seeing it 7 years. And I couldn't find out. I looked for it, but God didn't bring me back to my remembrance yet. When they said that after in the middle of the 7 years, what was going to happen? So President Trump yesterday, he's the president, I call him President Trump. He got out there and he made a way, and then he walked where? He walked to the church house with the Bible in his hand. That's right, that's symbolism. Yeah, that's symbolism what he did. And what happened? This is what? The 3.5 years of what? Of this presidency. All right. Well, all I can do is give it to you. All I can do is just give it to you as it's been written. Prophecy have been written. Prophecy have to be fulfilled. And that's what he did. He fulfilled a prophecy. Okay, well, you got some people out there that know the book of Daniel and know that what he has done. Okay, so I got that out the way. And I got about the priest. So now let's go to the book of Daniel. Book of Daniel, I'm just here for a short period of time. Book of Daniel, because I told you what's going to happen, man. These things going to happen fast and quick. And you're going to be those who are understanding, those who've been watching and looking for this. Well, they know, but those they'll come up on them so fast, so quick. So fast and so quick. Yeah. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve God and do it. You can't do it. You hate the other altar. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right. I'll despise one and love the other. You cannot do it. So I read this to you not too long ago, Jeremiah. Let's go back. All I can do is give it to you as he give it to me. If he give it to me again, I have to give it to you again. And that's the law of God. I mean, all I'm here is to do his will. If he say do it, I do it. If he say not, I don't. The word that came to Jeremiah chapter 7. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord saying, stand in the gate of the Lord's house and proclaim there this word and say, hear the word of the Lord, all ye Judah that enter in at these gates to worship the Lord. So what is the Lord's house? Tabernacle, high places, temples, sanctuary, synagogue. All this is who? When you go there, even if they call on Allah, who they call on? God. Come on, man. All those who enter at the Lord's house, all right, the gates of the Lord's house, all right, what's called by his name. Look, that's what it says. Stand in the gates of the Lord's house, proclaim these words to say, hear the word of the Lord, all you Judah that enter at these gates to worship the Lord. And Judah, where we scattered at, you know where Judah at, where Israel scattered all over the world. Okay, thus say the Lord of hosts, God of Israel, amend your ways and your doing, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Amend your ways and your doing, but you don't want to do that. But you out there. Look at you. Go ask him. If then lying words saying the train, the father and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other gods to your hurt. There I'll cause shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other gods to your hurt. There I'll cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your father forever and ever. So that's what the Lord going to tell you what he's going to do. What he told us in the book about Judah and the book of Dan, well, all the Testament, you just got to know how to read it. And it tells you, when you repent with your whole heart, keep all his law and walk in the ways, keep all his covenants and command, what he going to do? He come in and we become a covenant of one people, giving our sovereignty back. And then what he going to do? Come and take us out of this place and plant us where? Back in the land that was covered up to. But behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. And I did the same thing too. Oh man, King David, King David, Father Solomon, tell you the same thing over and over and over again. Put not your trust in man, nor in the Son of Man, but that's the way you're going. That lied him and telling a lie for the same old lie, the same old thing, but nothing have changed. Nothing have changed. Go the same old lie. Well, you're going to vote this thing. We're going to get together to where I can't say one thing. Only when you keep all God's commandments in the back and bind forever, because that's the only way everything going to change. That's when he come and get us and take us out of this place and bring us into the land that was what? Promised unto us. But behold, you trust in lying words that cannot profit. That's what he tells you. Where you steal, murder, commit adultery, swear false, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom you know not. And that's what we've done. I've done it too. I've done all that he said. I've done it too. Done it. Yes, I did. He said, well, and that's what I did, walk after other gods. And I didn't know the God. How do I know this God? Because my people came and where from? My people was holy and righteous. They came from over here. They started out holy and righteous, and they came when God put them in this land with the heathen, and we learned all those heathen ways. When you watching all that pornography, become plunderous and covetous of other man's goods, and being unfaithful. Yeah, you mean not only being unfaithful to your mate, being unfaithful to God. Come on, man. Then you burning incense, but you go in that Catholic church, they do all the churches, really do a temple, they always got something burning to Buddha or whoever God they burn it to. Yeah, and that's what you're doing, what you're burning for. Oh, good fortune, good fortune. Yeah, you're getting more money and something, not to serve God, not the Lord God, anyway, not the Most High God, that God or Mammon or God of Baal. That's what you're doing it for. Yeah, that's what you're doing it for. You see them walking on stage with all these colorful clothing on. You know, you should know now if you listen to the book or when read the book of the first and second book of Adam and Eve, you know who G-E-N-U-N, you know who he is. You know, when they went to visit him, how the women had all these colorful garments, not just the women, the men too, had their fingernail painted, their toes painted. Man, come on, bro. You should know that by now. And come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, said, we are delivered, and we are delivered to do all these abominations. That's what I was doing. Yeah, go in there with my, what they call double-breasted suit on with my favorite color. Yeah, my lotion shoes on. And yeah, go in there with all that, with my bracelets on, my gold bracelets, necklace on, rings on my fingers. Yeah, that's right. And I go out there and do everything I want to do on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. I'm in church. Yeah, and say, oh, Lord God, you delivered me and saved me all this week to come in there. I could be in this house, get up there and praise and all that. And one of the biggest liars and hypocrites that you ever want to see. Yeah, I'm laughing, but I'm telling you the truth at the same time, because I'm laughing at how foolish I was, thinking that I'm deceiving God. Yeah, thinking that I'm serving God and deceiving myself. As this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eye, behold, even I have seen it, say the Lord. Boy, you go in there, it's about the monies. Woo! Yeah, when that secretary get up there secretary get up on Sunday morning before they start the church and Sunday school and everything, and then we have to report. The secretary reports. He get up there and tell you how much money they collect, and the building fund and the pastor appreciation fund and all these different things. You know, yeah, they've been collecting a whole lot of money for do what? Nothing. They got these other ministries, buy my book, buy my CD. Now, these days they didn't get, well, that's coming in. That's not of the church. That's not for the church. That's mine. That's my own book that I have written. But you're advertising through the church. Yep, that's some stuff. Supposed to be, well, they are events. Yeah, well, I guess I was expecting a different outcome, but didn't get it. I was expecting to see some people humble and merciful and kind and gentle. Didn't see that. Loving, I didn't see that. I seen the same thing I saw on that piece of dirt. Everybody angry and mad and waiting to snap at you. Oof. Yeah. Oh yeah, saying one thing, but they're saying one thing, but I'm looking into their heart. I'm not looking at their face. I'm looking into their heart and see all that wickedness in their heart. And watch it come out their mouth. You're trying to hide it, but you can't hide it. What's in the heart come out the mouth and defiles it. Okay, well, I'm just telling you what they was doing. I hide it pretty good, but Lord God brought it out of all of them. All of them who was in that way, brought it out of all of them. And I just watch and look and see. And they supposed to be good Bible reasons and things, but that's a lie. That's a lie. And you're still in those places and you're looking for it. No, it's not. And I will cast you out of my sight, I will cast all your brothers, even the whole seed of Ephraim. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up your cry, nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. And so you going up there and praying and crying unto the Lord. God ain't listening to that. He just tell you, I ain't listen to that. You ain't cleaned yourself up. You ain't got rid of all that makeup. You haven't shed those pores with those tattoos are coming through. You're still brandishing them that, you ain't covering them up. No, you're still wearing makeup. You still all got all that false hair in there telling God that, hey, I don't like the way you made me. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the, yeah, that's what you're telling God. When you do all those type of things, that's what you're telling God. You think God, well, God is not perfect. God did not make you perfect. Come on, man. You listen to Satan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same lie he told to Cain. That's the same lies you listen to. Same lies he told to Esau. You listen to the same lies. All right. Well, therefore, pray not for this people, neither live for cry nor prayer for them. Neither make intercession for me, for I will not hear thee. See thou not what they do in the cities of Judah, in the streets of Jerusalem? Yes, I've seen it. The children gather wood and they fall the kindle fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes for the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offering to other gods that they may provoke me to anger. And that's what you have done. St. Joseph Day, and pour a little bit for the brothers that are gone. And, yeah, more than that you're doing. Well, God see that. Do they provoke me to anger, say the Lord? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? And that's what you're doing. Yeah, because you're out there with all that. God didn't tell you to do that. He didn't tell you to do all that. He told you to repent. He told you to repent. Keep all my commandments in the back and binds forever covenant, and I'll restore you back as the first. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And the blessings will overtake the judgments. That's what he told you. The blessings will overtake the curse. But you don't. Therefore, thus said the Lord God, behold, my anger and my fury shall be poured out upon this place, upon man, upon beasts, upon the trees of the field, upon the fruit of the ground, and shall burn and shall not be quenched. And those 10 plagues that our father Abraham was talking about, that's why the Lord God said 5 have oil and 5 did not. He took some and he left some here. And those he took was prepared. He took those. Now the ones that wasn't prepared, what they have to do? They have to go through this tribulation. And through that tribulation, tell you everything gonna read what Father Abraham said what these things gonna be. All right? You want to go through that tribulation with the heathen? Well, you just write up. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices and eat flesh. For I spake not unto the fathers, nor did command in the day I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings of sacrifice. No, he didn't do that. But this thing command I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and you shall be my people, and walk in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. Tell you all again. Well, I get up here now, and all my videos, basically all my videos, I tell you the same thing. Repent, keep all God's commandments in the back and binds it forever coming. Humble yourself before the throne of grace, call on the holy name, Lord God, Jesus, whose name is excellent. Repent with your whole heart, keep all his commandments, and enter back and binds it forever coming. And it's going to go well with you. You don't have to worry about these people doing these things to you, killing your children and shooting and hanging and burning you for no reason at all. You don't have to worry about that. Because once we become a nation, God's going to take us away from him. What he said he's going to do? He's going to judge this nation. That's what he says he's going to do. Okay, well, is God a liar? I mean, I'm just saying, is God a liar? I'm asking. That's prepared for. Should he not do that for you? Come on, man. These promises and covenants was made way before we came here. These promises and covenants were made to Father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. These promises and covenants was made with Father Enoch, Father Noah, Father Shem. These promises it was made to all the prophets. All right, well, I mean, you just go ahead on. You know better than what I know. But they hearken not, nor incline the ear, but walk in the counsel, in the imagination of the evil heart, and went backwards and not forward. Let me stop it there, because the gatekeeper, one of the gatekeepers, that doesn't really know what's truly going on. Why we ask her? She haven't been through too much yet. She haven't been through the heartache and pain and the killings over and over again. She haven't been in church houses for years and years and years and praying and crying and wondering why that God's ears are stopped up and he's not hearing these things. Wondering why this slavery thing is not over with. Wonder why You live in the land of heathen. You live in the land of heathen. So why would you go ask a young girl that? Why you didn't go ask a person who had been through this, and you can look in their eyes and see, or look in their face and see, or look at their hands and see all that you have done unto them. See? But you go look to a little child who just not starting up, who haven't been through anything, truly haven't been through anything yet. All right. Okay, well, you're going to ask the right person, just like you're going to put your hands on and kill the wrong person. Then it's going to be too late. All right, well, you just keep on going, killing and doing as you want, because the Lord has prepared a sacrifice. And on the day of the Lord's sacrifice, you can kiss this earth goodbye. All right. You can kiss the world as you know it goodbye, but you can do it now because it's already been birthed. Okay, I told you within, you ain't got that much longer left. Once this 144,000 is gone, you don't have that much time left. You'll see. Since the day that your fathers came from out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even seen until you all forgive me. And that side, give me a few seconds to calm down. Yeah, because you got me riled up. Because I know I've seen it and I know it's here. Okay, let's go. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck, that they did worse than their fathers. And that's what you have done. Yeah, because your fathers and them only had a certain amount of knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Your father and them didn't have all this knowledge at their fingertips. So they can pull up this, pull up that, and search the words of God. Man, so many other things they have. And then your father and them only had a certain amount of prophets. But you have all the prophets. Come on, man. And your father and them didn't have Jesus, not as we know. The law of God hadn't came and shed the innocent blood yet. The word of God hadn't came and shed the innocent blood yet. But now, now you have a chance to repent. Salvation has come. You have shed this innocent blood. You have all that, and guess what? You refuse. You refuse. Look, it says, therefore should thou speak all the words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee, and shall also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God, nor received correction. Truth is perished and cut off and is cut off from them. And that's the truth. You don't want to hear what I got to say. I listen. I listen to all them other people that you want to hear, and all with the other prophetess and all that what they got to say. But what I have to say, you don't want to hear that. Because when you look at and go down in my section, you're not going to find no PayPal. You're not going to find no advertisement. And if it's there, I didn't put it there. And I don't even want it there. But this is that's how they do it. But anyway, I don't want no money. What am I going to do with money from you? If I'm telling you certain things going to happen, certain things going to come in motion, and it's already set in motion, what is it going to do for me to go back against the word of God? What is it going to do for me? What is it going to do for me to beg for you? What God is called a beggar? Come on, man. Come on, man. You got it wrong. You got it messed up. And they're still doing the same thing. They still think they can straddle the fence and serve man and serve God. You still can serve God and serve mammon too. That's not going to work. That's not going to work, partner. And at the close of the day, when you think you got away from the Lord, going to say, well, did you not do such and such thing? And did not my prophet, one of my prophets, if not all, one of my prophets told you, stop begging, stop being begged, stop asking people the things, and God will supply your every need. But you want more. You want more. You want more. Go ahead. Go read 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 26, verse 27. Go read that. Because that's what you want. And you hide behind the law of God. That's what you're doing, or whatever name you call him. That's what you hide behind. Not just calling out the redirect people, the watchmen, and the Gideons. I'm calling out all of them, because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're begging behind the word of God. I'm not just calling out the Osteens and the Jakes and the Stanleys and the Myers and oh, it can go on and on and on and on. I'm not just calling out them, I'm calling out all you from the greatest to the least. All is given to what? Covetousness. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Repent. Repent so we can go ahead and get on out this here and get this thing over with. Even if you don't do it, it doesn't make a difference anyway. It's going to be over with in a little while. And it's going to be over with pretty soon. Pretty soon. Keep watching. Yeah. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Lord their God, nor receives, for the Lord hath rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. And that's why I cut off my hair. A young man asked, oh, well, Elder, why did you cut off your hair? And I led him to this. That's why I cut off my hair, because it was a command, cut off thy hair. And so I went and cut off my hair. And then when I cut off my hair, then it started showing what have become of Judah, what have become of the tribe that is scattered out all the world. Y'all refused to obey the voice of God. And I gave it to you, not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord. And what's the spirit of the Lord of God? Prophecy. And what prophecy come from? It come from all my sons. Let me say, it says, since the day of your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt to this day, I have even sent to you all my servants, the prophet. They arise up early and send them. So what the prophet do? They prophesied. They said messages that Lord God had given them, not just for now, they had given to them from the beginning. Yeah, he told you the ending at the beginning. And all these messages and things he had been sent through his prophets unto you, and you still refuse to hawk. You still refuse to hear. You just think, well, I'm gonna go out there and get some money, so I'm gonna get a nice house, nice car, clothes, and all that, and it go well with me. But you're a liar. You're gonna get all that, and you're gonna find yourself where? In that bottomless pit. Okay, well, you just keep on going. Especially the Seventh-day Adventists, they got it bad. Boy, do they have it bad with that? Woo! They figure that they can do anything, say everything, as long as they keep the Sabbath day. But you're still doing just like those people that say they are Jews or not. They figure the same way too. They figure they can do anything, say anything, as long as they keep the Sabbath day. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Go ask King David, does it work like that? No. Go ask Solomon, does it work like that? Go ahead, go ask him, does it work like that? Go ask Father Judah, does it work like that? Father Reuben, does it work like that? Go ask him. Doesn't work like that, Papa. Doesn't work like that. And you're going to pay. You're going to pay. All right. Go ahead. All that what King David did and repented for and everything, but he still had to pay. All the things and wrong and evil stuff that I had done and repented for, but I still had to pay. Oh, you're going to pay. All right. Well, you're going to pay. You're going to see. All right. Cut off thy hair, O Jerusalem, cast away, take up lamentation on high places, for the Lord had rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. And even before this thing started with this man, Floyd, I told you, because I had cut off my hair, and I had told you what was coming, what was going to happen. I told you you had to put on sackcloth and ashes, take all that fine garment off, take all that makeup off, all that jewelry stuff, and cast it away from you. Or go sell it and give it to the poor, but just get rid of it. Get all that stuff out of your house. You know why? Because the Lord God is on the way back. And he's coming back for a people that is ready, coming back for his bride, and she is ready. Okay, well, you've been invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb. That's what you have been invited to. And when you are invited to something, they have a list on the way on how you should dress, what the attire should be. And Lord God had already told you what the attire should be, how to dress, and what the conversation should be. He done told you everything you need to know to enter into the marriage supper of the Lamb. But you, no. I guess, you go ahead. Like I said, you know better than me. You know better than me. All right, anyway. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, say the Lord. They have set their abomination house, which is called by my name, to pollute it. That's what you have done. Yeah. Well, for another thing, President Trump, he did abomination. That was an abomination what he did yesterday. When he killed all those people and had those people running on the side and everything, and then went stuff the church house with that Bible and saying like that's an abomination. Yes, that's a is abomination. All right. For the children of Judah have done an evil in my sight, saying the Lord has set the abomination in the house which is called by my name to pollute it. That's another thing. When I was at the Seventh-day Adventist Church, man, I see these people celebrating Christmas, having Christmas trees in the church house and different things. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's abomination. I seen them worshiping Easter bunny in the church house. See them do a whole lot of things in the church house, which is what? Abomination. Come on, man. Polluted it. The feast days, you're not keeping the feast days because that's what we're supposed to do. Why the feast days? Because on those certain days, certain things happen was significant to who? For the world. Come on, man. Noah, that's a feast day. When it came out the ark and that celebration with Father Noah, that's a feast day. The Sabbath day, that's a feast day. All right, well, the Lord God have given them feast days. Go find them out. Go seek them out, see what it is. But those things that were done in the church house, that's abomination. That what they call communion, that's not no communion. That ain't how the Lord God did that. All right. Yeah. And they had built high places of Tophet in the valley of the son of Hinnom, and burned their sons and daughters in the fire, and I command them not, neither came into my heart, and you know, they're still doing it. Therefore, behold, the day comes, the days come, said the Lord, that it should be no more called Tophet, nor the valley of son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter, but they should be buried in Tophet till there be no place. And that is coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're coming on that piece of dirt. What it's called what? What they call spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ask. Yeah, when you go to the prophet 40, they got the ascensions of Isaiah. Now see what Isaiah called Sodom. See what Isaiah called Jerusalem. See what Isaiah called Israel, that piece of dirt. See what he called it. See? Yeah, but y'all don't want to say that. Hollywood, when they worshiping all these demons and all these demonic gods. Yeah, the Jews have it, those that say are Jews, but not know those not really Jews who have done it. But go see, go to New York City, where they have taken. Therefore, behold, the day come, say the Lord, that it shall be no more called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter, for they should be buried in Tophet till there be no place. And the carcass of this people should be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth, and none shall fray them away. And that's what's going to happen. No, I'm telling you, I've seen in there dung on the face of the earth and all them birds and all them things. What you think they're going to be eating? Ain't nobody coming to rescue them. Okay. Then when I cause to cease from the city of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem, the voice, the mirth, the voice of the mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, the voice of the bride, the land shall be desolate. The land is going to be desolate. The whole world going to be desolate. Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. So this is not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. Stop all that marching, man. That's not the food. It's not nothing gonna happen because what they're doing now, they're getting ready. They're gonna build these little quick prisons and things, like you said. I've been telling the people all the time. Now it's here. Now it's here. That's all you have to do. He still is the president, but he's still the commander-in-chief of the army, and they have to do what he tells them to do. Why? Because he's commander-in-chief. Okay, well, you don't have to believe me. I'm telling you what I know because I was in the military. I was in the U.S. Army. I'm telling you what I know. He is the commander-in-chief. Okay, and so they can, it's an army, man, overnight. You'd be surprised the army can do it overnight. Overnight, all right? Overnight, and be ready for you overnight. And then they go in there, and just like you're out here with these other folks, and you're going to pay the price, just like all of them. Don't worry about it. I listen to my videos. Look at my videos, how they even cut it up, the videos, slow them down, speed them up, and did all that. But you are kings and priests. But if you never, this is what I used to tell a lot of young men. And as they, was working for me, going for me, and they was at that stage where they've been out there with all that foolishness. Now they want to settle it down because they find out the foolishness is not working. They want to settle it down. I just tell them, say, man, listen. You can have a gold mine. It can be filled up with gold. Say, but if you don't get in there with that pickaxe or whatever and dig that gold out, it ain't gonna do you no good. And you Lord God and give you all this power, and for you take it. It's right there for you. But if you don't never repent with your whole heart and keep all his commandments in the back of the Bible, ever covenant, be baptized in Jesus' name, that you may receive what? fire from on high, the Spirit, it's not going to avail for you now. You just out there know what the Lord God said. Let me read to you what the Lord God said. Yeah, let me read that to you so you can understand these scriptures and stop listening to these pastors and people. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. These people they are polluted. God too said, man, these people are polluted. These people don't know nothing about me. So let's find out. Let me tell you what's happening. Say, listen to what the Lord God tell you who you are. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but be cast out and be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world, as on a hill that cannot be hidden. Neither do men light a candle and put it on the bushel, but on the candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I have come to destroy the law, all the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. But verily I say unto thee, till heaven and earth pass, not one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law until all be fulfilled. And then he's going to say, but let me get back there. So that's what you are. You are the salt of the earth. But if you done lost your savor, if you done stopped keeping God's commandments, if you stop keeping God's holy covenant, you haven't been repenting, you haven't been baptized, you didn't receive the fire, but you ain't nothing. Nothing but be thrown out and trodden on by me, and that's what's happening to you. You have been thrown out, trodden down by men, and nothing. You ain't good for nothing, and that's what they're showing. Now, if you had your savor and your salt and keeping the commandments and your savor, and they know that you are the law of God, because what they say when they see you, say, oh man, that's the children of God. And then they'll be afraid of you. But man, people don't care nothing about you. That's why that police officer did what he did. And they've been doing it because they know ain't nothing going to happen to them. Why? Why ain't nothing going to happen to them? Because you refuse to obey the law of God. You refuse. I don't want to go out and say, yeah, because they have sinned. He said, after the man said, why are we doing this stuff? Because they have sinned against their God. We can do as we please unto them. Ain't nothing going to happen to us. And now you see it. Have anything happened to them? No. This ain't going to happen. Okay, well, you just keep on going like you're going, and you know better than me. Because when you say you know better than me, what you tell me, I'm God's servant. And the Lord God has sent me. And I hear God in an audible voice. I see him. He sent me dream, vision, night vision, heart, sense, all doubts, interpretation of them. But you don't want to listen to me. Who am I? I'm nothing but a prophet of the law of God. Man, listen to me. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the